Close crews continue to search Jake Wilson, a 16-year-old from Porte City, who went missing Saturday night. LA Porte City, Iowa. Leaden skies hung over this town of 2,200 Friday, reflecting an uneasiness residents felt as the search for Jake Wilson entered its sixth day. There is a feeling you can't get back to normal unless there is a resolution. It feels like there is dark cloud over the community, said City Clerk Jane Whittlesey. Wilson, the 16-year-old boy with mild autism, has been missing since last Saturday. He was a boy the town's residents remember for his love of ice cream, his laughter and his days spent fishing in the creek. A boy that symbolizes so much of childhood in rural Iowa. Inside the Porte City Fire Station, the headquarters for the search, 40 searchers, including 2 professional dive teams and other law enforcement officers, fueled up with homemade goulash and were sent out to continue an inch-by-inch combing of Wolf Creek, a bustling waterway full of log jams and flush with spring runoff. Wilson, 5'6" and 135 pounds, was last seen at 9 p.m. Saturday going for a walk to Wolf Creek, which runs through town. Parents Megan and Robert Niswanger stood just yards from its banks near the fire station Friday morning, shivering in the frigid wind. "We're holding up," Megan Niswanger said. "We're just waiting for information, but this weather isn't helping." The task to canvass Wolf Creek to its confluence with the Cedar River was about one-half complete by Friday evening. The much larger Cedar begins to capture more of authorities' attention with each day. Chris Brecker, the police chief who had been on the job for only a couple of weeks when Wilson disappeared, said that there is growing fatigue but they have a job to do and are approaching it with optimism. Encouraging messages and drawings in crayon from area students hung on the walls around the station as he addressed the media. "Our job is to eliminate area," he said. "1 foot at a time." Previous coverage. With each passing day, as more ground is covered without finding Jake, the investigations team led by Black Hawk County Sheriff Tony Thompson takes on more significance, tracking down tips to determine whether a crime caused the disappearance. He said they are broadening the net to include any possible tidbit, including photographs or video from people who may have been in town last weekend. They are following up on daily tips, but had nothing new to report. Autoplay show thumbnails show captions. Last slide. Next slide. The FBI has created a website, www.fbi.gov/LaPorte City, Iowa, where people can upload photos or videos taken in LaPorte City on April 7. Authorities say a bicycle ride and a class reunion brought in people from out of town that day. Additional specialized vehicles will be involved with the search Saturday, and despite the unpleasant weather forecast, Brecker and Thompson said only lightning would be likely to impair search efforts. In a prepared statement released Friday night, Jake's family thanked volunteers and authorities for their work and said, "We urge anyone who wants to continue to help us to use social media as a means to push information that can help support the family and friends of Jake and spread the word to help find him." In this bedroom town of Waterloo, residents had come out by the hundreds earlier in the week to help search the land, but as the search narrowed to the water, they were told to go home and hope for the best as the professionals took over. "I feel like a part of me is missing," said Kayla Kramer, who works in the local bakery cafe. "I waited on Jake a lot when he came in here with his grandparents, so I feel like they are family. Jake was always laughing and telling jokes," she said. Kramer and fellow worker Jody Nosko said they are heartbroken as days go by without finding him. "I was crying so hard Wednesday. You don't think you feel it, and it sneaks up on you, and it's right there," Nosko said. Photo search and rescue crews from various agencies around Black Hawk County continued the search for 16-year-old Jake Wilson on Friday, April 13, 2018, in LaPorte City. Wilson went missing Saturday after he went for a walk. Photo, Brian Polgrave. The Register. With each day, the 2 mothers of young children say they also become more frightened that what happened might be more than a tragic accident, perhaps a crime. Thursday, my daughter asked to go to a friend's, and for the first time I had to question whether I should let her go, Nosko said. Jake was known by most people randomly stopped on Main Street here, and they said that's not surprising in a small town, where people with disabilities are not hidden but just another beloved member of the community. "I was a substitute teacher for years and I used to see him back in 2nd grade chasing kids around the playground," said Colleen Schultz. "I never saw kids make fun of him. The kids protected him." Townspeople remained hopeful. They don't want to be one in a grim list of cities in the area, such as Evansdale or Floyd, remembered in the past dozen years for missing children with somber results. More importantly, they want Jake back. Reader share the story, https://dmreg.co/2gbv5